And welcome to the super fun, awesome, happy time pedal and once again plugin show. My name is Gabor and today I'm looking at this again. Now this is GENOME by the lovely people at 2Notes, and I just want to mention right from the start it was given to me by 2Notes, so this is a sponsored video. They didn't ask me to make this video, but I thought I'd make it. Now they're talking about this being sort of a replacement for their Wall of Sound plugin. A Wall of Sound plugin, something I used to use quite a lot. I've been to 2Notes, you know, I've got a live, I've got that down there, I've got a that here, I've got the old Captor in there, I've got the old cab, then here I've got also the Opus, which I've been using a bit lately. I really like 2Notes, and not just because we're working together. I've been using that stuff since well before we were working together, well before I had a YouTube channel. So I really enjoy that stuff. I really like how it works. I really like what it does and how it sounds with amplifiers. So Wall of Sound was a plugin where you could put your own IRs, you could use the dynamic IRs, you can have two cabinets, you can put mics on it, you have compression, you had reverbs and all that sort of stuff. And this is sort of GENOME is the thing that replaces it. Now, one of the things I wanted to check out is what it sounds like, how it works when you use it with an amplifier. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use my Engel Powerball 2 amp. Now that goes from the speaker out. It's not connected to a speaker. It's connected to the the Captor, sorry. This is the old Captor, not the new Captor, not Captor X, that's the old Captor. It's connected to the old Captor. Oh no, I'm in focus again. And then from there it goes straight into my Audio 44 interface and straight into Logic. Now, with this guitar, which is a lovely, lovely, lovely looking Elemental Series Jazzmaster made in Japan. You can watch a full video on that up here. Now, I've got the dirty channel 2 selected on this. With this turned off, it sounds like that. It's a direct guitar signal, no cabinet, which sounds horrible. I mean, some people like that sort of stuff. Now, in GENOME, there is Bank C, which has all this amp DI stuff, which basically is what replaces the Wall of Sound. So it's basically using, if you have an amplifier sound or you're reamping an amplifier and you want to use, you have a direct amplifier sound and then you want to use IRs in here, this is what you would do. And this also has all the post-production stuff on it. So it has stuff like reverb, enhancer, delays, all that sort of stuff is there as well. So I just wanted to see what it sounds like. So once I turn it on, it goes from this. So this has got a lot of reverb and delay. Let's go, for example, to the clean channel, I think. This is definitely more of a clean channel kind of sound. Let's try that out. We've got the signal coming in, splitting into two. We've got a Marshall style cab on one side and a Vibrolux style cab on the other side. The Vibrolux has a reverb, the Marshall style has a delay, and then it all goes into another reverb, into an enhancer, and into an EQ. Now let's check out some of these presets, what that sounds like. So slapback. Oh yeah, I got to double click. Flurb. Now let's try that. Let's go back to channel 2. So you've got, for example, you've got some effects. You've got a flanger, stereo flanger coming into here, and that high watt style cabinet. Let's try something else. Let's try channel strip. So this has got, for example, quite a nice stereo width because you've got the stereo width. So now let's change the cabinets, for example. So what are they again? It's the same Marshall style and Vibrolux style. So what I often like using, let's get into here. So I use one that I use quite a bit that I like a lot is the Angle 4x12 XXL. That's one I like. And then what I often combine that with when I use 2 IRs is I combine it with a 4x10 or, well, they are 4x10s. Let's use, I don't know, what's a super blue? Let's try that one. But the 10s have quite a lot of punch and the 12s give you the weight. Now this is sort of mixed more towards. They complement each other quite well. And then with this, let's make one of them a 57. And the other on the ribbon, yeah. What about, what else is in here? Yeah, let's just stick with the ribbon fats too. You can overload the mics as well. Oh, Mike P's are in the back. I didn't even notice that. Let's put that in the front. That actually worked out well. Is it the same on the other one? No, they're both in the front. Gives you extra thump having it in the back, but let's stick it in the front. That sounds really good, I reckon. Let's turn the stereo width thing off. It's much more direct. I quite like that. That sounds really, really good. Another thing I do quite often, instead of using dynamic IRs, I use an IR loader, for example. Now with this, again, let's split it, all right? So I'm gonna use the same thing I just did, But I'm going to go into, hang on now, where is it? There should be a folder. IRs, here we go. These are all the IRs I've got. And by the way, if you want to use, if you want to buy any Celestion IRs, there's a link in the description below. If you click on that link and buy any IRs from Celestion via that link, you're helping out the show. You don't have to get the ones I'm using. So for example, I'm using, let's get the Angle 4x12. That's one I quite like and use a lot. So I used the high gain 12157, I think the first one. And then let's mute the other side. And then here, let's do the same thing. Let's go to IR loader. I mean, you don't need to do that sort of stuff. This dynamic IR stuff is actually really, really good, but I'm just going to give it a go anyway. So here, let's go into here, IRs. Let's find that again. And then within this, I like the Celestion G10 4x10 closed back. And I like using, again, I think it's just a 12157 high gain. I think they blend quite well. So that's now using two IRs. You could just do it all in one and have the two in here, but it was already set up like that, so I thought I'd do that. See what that sounds like on the clean channel. You can also check, I don't think it is, but no, wasn't out of phase. I think that sounds great. I think using a 4x12 and a 4x10 together, it gives you really good variety, because the 4x10 is really punchy and really direct, and the 4x12 gives you the weight. And I think it works quite well even on super high gainy channels. So this is channel 3 on the Powerball. And then, I mean, with this, you can untick the time, and let's make this dotted eighth, and let's make this quarter. And maybe do the dry wet up a little bit. And that same sound clean again. I mean, why not? It's quite a versatile thing. There's so much stuff you can do with it, and you can make it sound completely different just by changing a few things. I mean, let's change it to, I don't know, Vibro Room. these are just the presets here. There's tons of other stuff. I mean, you could go, I don't know, watt, amp-DI, watt plate. And I mean, you have in Wall of Sound, you had all the different rooms. Here you still have the rooms. Oh, sorry. Once you go to the Studio Reverb in here, you have all the different. You have the basement, Cathedral, Club, Hall A, Hall B, Crypt, Studio A, Studio B. So all those, like the loft, I always quite like. Wood room. I always like these sort of live rooms because they give you, they liven up the sound. And I mean, how was that? I think, should we try something else? I don't know. What's the amp sim ambience? I mean, I guess it's more aimed that if you use an amp sim and you don't want to use the built-in cabinets, you can do that sort of stuff. But you've got a dual delay line. You've got on one side you've got an analog delay, on the other side you've got a digital delay. I mean, that's just a quick look at using GENOME to run amplifiers, or I mean any of them. If you have any kind of load box, whether it has built-in IRs or not, or if, for example, that Rev has, and a lot of amps now have direct outputs, you can turn the built-in stuff off, and you can use this, and you can really sculpt your sound in your recordings. I think the quality is really good. It's easy to use. It's very easy to change things and to move stuff around. I mean, you can very easily, by clicking on here, you can move a split to here if you wanted to do it. You can, you know, if you click on here, you can move the merge to here. It's very easy to move stuff around and then change the panning, change everything. If you want that EQ after everything, you just drag it to there. It's quite intuitive and easy, and most of these, like the delays, for example, you can save your own presets and all that sort of stuff. So it's pretty easy to get around. It doesn't seem to be using a huge amount of CPU either. Once you use the NAMM stuff, it does. But other than that, I mean, it's using a little bit, but not a humongous amount of CPU. I'm really quite impressed, all up, I've got to say. So that was a quick look at using it with direct signals from real amps. If there's anything else you want me to do with GENOME or anything else, really, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do my best to do a video about it. Big thank you once again to the awesome people at Two Notes and Fender for lovely guitars and all the stuff you see behind me too, and Engel, although I bought this Engel, but hi Jürgen and Marty from Engel. Amazing amps, go and check them out. Actually, check out a video of the Engel Iron Ball SE up here. Is it Iron Ball? Up there. SE. Awesome, man. They make some amazing stuff. So yeah, check it out. Yeah, and see you in another video. Bye-bye.